What's up guys, it's RaymanJam1000 here today, doing a video, tips and tricks video. I haven't done one of these in a while, probably be since February, so I thought I'd bust one out. And it's going to be on switching hands and how important it is to learn in the sport of paintball. When you're going to be playing in tournament, you're going to be even playing just in recreation, switching hands I'd say is one of the most basic key things to learn. And it's basic, I'm trying to make it. It is a bit tricky to catch on. It is a skill, it's just all muscle memory. And I'm also going to explain why you need to know this stuff when you're playing. And hopefully you don't get any confusion across with it. So let's get started. When you're switching hands, a lot of people are just having the issue of when they switch over to their less dominant hand, which for me will be my left hand. When they switch over, it just doesn't feel comfortable at all. It just doesn't feel right. When you hold in your right hand, it just feels it's proper. That's how you would think you'd regularly pick up a gun. When you switch to your left, it just doesn't feel right. After bunch of times of practice and just having to switch hands back and forth, it's just going to become like second nature. So don't worry if you can't get it right off the bat. It is going to take a while, but soon you'll understand why, and soon you'll master it. So when you're switching hands, the one thing I'd say is don't go all like, you gotta toss it up in the air. It's the fastest way to probably switch, and I'm just going to show you how I do it, is when you're shooting with your more dominant hand, you gotta switch to your left hand or right hand or less dominant hand. You basically want to take your front hand, which would be my left hand, off of the regulator, bring it back, and also at the same time kind of like swing it over to the center of you, and then grab the grip while letting go with your right hand, and then kind of pull it over. So it kind of looks something like this. If you kind of see what I'm doing, like while I let go, I'm pushing it over already to my shoulder, grabbing the grip, and then bringing up my other hand right up to the front. So it just kind of goes back and forth like this. And that's pretty much easy switching hands. But that's really not the issue, I feel like, is when people switching hands. A lot of it's shooting, and people can't shoot as fast with their left hand or something like that. And I even have that same issue too. But the one thing I learned was there's a video from Mike, Tech PB. He made a video that I actually tried out in my own backyard, and this works perfectly. Is set up a target, and when you have it in your right hand or your more dominant hand, shoot at it, you know where it is, then switch and try and shoot at it again. Because that's just going to show you how accurate you can get, like, okay, my shot's off, it's down, oh, I'm holding it weird, so it's to the left or it's to the right or something like that. Because usually when you pick it up in your dominant hand, you know where it's going to go, but when you put it in your left hand, it could be, too low, too high, all that stuff. So really just go in the backyard, take a shot, switch, take another shot, switch, take another shot. And then after a while, you can start, getting it in, like, take a couple shots and switch over, take a couple shots, switch over, take a couple shots. And then just keep doing this, and that's pretty much it. The one thing I'd say is, people, and this ties into walking the trigger faster, is it's all muscle memory. All you gotta do is like sit there, if you're watching TV or something and you're bored, you just sit there and start switching hands and trying walking faster with your other hand and all that stuff. So yeah, but I wanna go over why it's important to switch hands. And people are like, oh, I can just pop out like this, and oh, I can just do this so easily, like what's the big deal? Here's the deal. I'm gonna kind of move over a bit so I can show you. I'm behind a bunker. When I pop out with my right hand, say if this was my off hand, I can just bust it like this, and I see where I'm shooting, and all I have exposed is my gun and the hopper and a little bit of my face. Now, say if this was my off hand, that's why it's so key, because if you're using your more dominant hand while popping out this side, you'd look like this. Still gonna line up my shot, but my whole arm and shoulder is exposed. Instead of just like, ducking back, just having your gun posted out, instead of having this whole thing, like it makes sense so you don't get shot. It's pretty easy. Another important reason why switching hands is so key is your, what was the word I was looking for? Your sliding. Say if I'm running to the left, but my dominant hand's in my right. When I go to slide, I want to be able to kick my feet out underneath me and put my right hand down and kind of hold the ground and, like, just guide myself in my bunker, pop up, and I'm posted right on the tape. if you have it in your right hand, how are you gonna hip slide properly? You're gonna have to bust out, but when you put your hand down to kind of get that balance, you're gonna smash your gun on the ground. So you gotta just have that switch in your hand, and even if you want, you get into your bunker, you hip slide in, you gotta look inside, then you can switch it back to your right. But usually most of the time when you're going to the corners, you're gonna look tape first. So that's why it's so key, like if you're, gotta run left, you don't wanna make sure you're good with your left hand. Now, speaking of running, here's where I feel it's the most important, is say if I'm running to the left. Off the break, you're gonna have it held in your left hand, bring it back to the box, and when you bust out, you're gonna have that momentum already from that out to push you kind of towards where you have to go. Now, if I had to run with my right hand, and I'm holding, well, if I had to run while the gun's in my right hand, but I gotta go left, do you think that would really work? No, because it would look something like this. You'd have momentum, but if you try and run regularly, you have no balance, so you just fall. And not only that, if you try and bring it out right and you want to run and you kind of want to stay balanced, you're gonna doing some stupid sidestepping stuff that's literally gonna just be like, you're running to your bunker like, oh, I gotta get there quick. And then you're just gonna be slow. It's not gonna get you there fast. You're just gonna look dumb. So you want to make sure when you're trying to run with your offhand, you still gotta have it in there. So when you bust out the box, you're gonna have that momentum, get you there faster. So that's why switching hands is so important. It's because it ties into sliding, it ties into running, and it ties into shooting. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say on switching hands. If you have any different methods or any techniques that you want to share, you can put them down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Get yourself in the contest. If you don't know what it is, I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can follow that video. And also like my Facebook page. That's also tied into the contest that's coming up. It's RaymondJam1000 on Facebook. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope this helped you out. I'm gonna hopefully be doing a couple more little things here and there, maybe on like Dorito play or snake play. I'm not a snake player, so I'll probably get someone else to do it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have yourselves a great day. See you later.